In this video, we're going to talk about the defib mode of the Zoll as well as connecting the pads. There are two different size neonatal pads, less than 10 kilo pads and the less than 3 kilo pads. This is the size of the less than 10 kilo pads. We'll see the less than 3 kilo pads on our baby doll in a minute. Turn to defib mode in order to defibrillate or synchronize cardiovert. You'll see that popped up initially, the NICU default is 10 joules of energy selected. In order to deliver a shock, we'll disconnect the cable from the side port of the Zoll and connect to the pads hooked up to our baby, like so. These pads are already connected to our baby. This is the less than 3 kilo size. They go on the front and the back. The less than 10 kilo size pads go into the same placement. We could simply defibrillate using the pads without any 3 leads. However, if you need to synchronize cardiovert or pace, you need to connect the 3 leads with the button leads of the EKG or of the Zoll itself. So back to the Zoll. If we're delivering a shock for defibrillation, the dose is 2 joules per kilo for the first shock and 4 joules per kilo for the second shot. For this baby, we'll say this baby is 2 kilos. We would dial our energy down to 4 joules, hit charge. When it's ready, this will light up red. You can press shock and the shock will be delivered. If we want to cardiovert the baby, we have to be in synchronized mode. So you press the soft key saying sync here. You will now see it says sync 4 joules. Another way to tell that you're in synchronized mode is when you see the baby's rhythm here, there'll be downward white arrows on top of every R wave. Those are the 2 ways to know that you're in synchronized mode, which is important for cardioversion so we don't shock at the wrong point of the QRS complex, causing them to go into a worse rhythm than they're already in. For synchronized cardioversion, we're using less joules. So we would start with half a joule per kilo for the first shock and 1 joule per kilo for the second shock. So for this 2 kilo baby, I'm gonna go to 1 joule selected, hit charge. The difference here is when it's ready, I will press and hold shock until it delivers the shock on the next R wave.